Considering what happened with Anirand lately, people are really concerned about what red flags should they look for in an Algorand project. But we're going to talk about that today, what red flags that you should keep an eye out for in a project that I think shows a lot of them, and a lot of you do too. We're going to talk about that on today's Frugal VC. Hey, what's up, guys? Frugal BC, welcome back to the channel. As I told you today, we're going to be looking at red flags on projects, what to look for, what to be mindful of. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to look at a project that's out now. There's no actual physical project out now. I'm going to show you a lot of red flags. I'm not the first person to point this out. I looked into it myself. I've asked around a little bit for some insiders and gotten some. Now, I can't reveal who I talked to, but I'll just tell you that I've heard some things. So we're going to talk about that today. Before we get to that, if you love this kind of content, be sure to, you love Algorand, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You know, we do these experiments, we look into things, and we just give it to you straight. That's the whole point of the channel. I don't do hype. If I just try it out, if I like it, I tell you, hey, I liked it. If I don't, I tell you that too. And usually it's good, but here's some caveats. That's what happens a lot. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithms. You know, you got to make them happy. Those algorithms, that's how they are. Anyway, enough of that. Let me share my screen. I'm going to show you the project that I'm talking about. We're going to look at Algo Launch today. Now, there's some things with Algo Launch that are very concerning, and a few different people have pointed these out. I guess my whole thing is to say, be very, very careful when you see these kinds of red flags. That's my whole point of the project today. So I have to be really careful how I handle these. You know, with journalism, I'm always very careful, and this I have to be too. But this is where I first came across it, and this was from Charles L3IA. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This was 9 days ago, so you can see I've been looking into this for a long time. He said, my Algorand people, please note this is purely my opinion about Algo Launch. Take a look at their Telegram, their Twitter, the Discord. All links can be found here. He's got the links to them. The majority applies for all the social platforms are a good project, strong project, some project additive plus project repeated many times over. Their Discord and Telegram chats make no sense. Sample, some user one, hi. Next one, fine. Next one, fine. Next one, nice. Next one, fine. I'm going to tell you that, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. I'm just going to tell you, but I will say that's, I confirmed what he's saying here. It's pretty true. Now, whether these are intentional bots or not, it's hard to say, but I don't see these in a lot of other projects. So he says, to me, this feels like another Anirand. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure most of you do, but if you don't, Anirand was this kind of vague DeFi game project. Sounded a little too good to be true. And of course, it ended up not being. It ended up being a complete rug pull. They put their token out. A bunch of people bought the token. A bunch of people bought NFTs, and then they're gone. So not everyone's good at screwed. Yeah, a bunch of people kind of made fun of it. Good project. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Hi, fine, nice, good team, nice project. Yeah, so here's the website, and it's like empowering the Algorand ecosystem. So I don't know if they were using Algorand colloquially, but they don't use it anywhere else. So I don't know if that's a typo. Typos are usually good. That's one red flag to start off with. Secondly, I don't know what the deal is with this weird logo thing, but it looks kind of copied and pasted. I don't know, it just doesn't look very good. You know, that in itself is not a big deal. But they don't use Algorand anywhere else. You know, I was about to say it's a colloquialism, excuse me, but it was a ColecoVision, geez. A colloquialism, but they only use it in that one spot. So the idea, what is this thing? Well, the idea is it's supposed to, here's what they word it. Say, we want to solve existing problems across current IDO processes and add values to the Algorand ecosystem by incubating and investing in solid Algorand-based projects. What they mean is, like, basically this is an incubator for Algorand projects, which would be the really easy way to say that. And then the rest of it is all about, it's just, all this stuff is about Algorand itself, not anything to do with the project. So that's all you get. product Algorand feature. So I don't understand this. This has to be full. This has to be their project. But why wouldn't you say it says Algorand feature? Why wouldn't it say Algo launch, right? Features. I assume this is the features they will have. And then here's the roadmap. And this is so someone pointed this out in the Reddit. I think that's why I had it pulled down there actually in the second post, that the audit is coming in Q3 of 2022, when like the sale starts in this quarter of the token, and the actual platform launches at least initially, an IDO platform launch in Q2 of 2022. So some people find that a little disturbing, and I don't love that either. Also, it kind of seems like there's a whole bunch of stuff here. And remember how Anirand had a whole bunch of stuff? It was kind of vague. I'm always a little leery of projects that are just trying to do way too much, way too fast. And they have partners, cool. Anirand had partners too, so, and then a really blank contact form. They did get a grant from the Algorand Foundation. Now, I've heard people say that Anirand did as well. I have not been able to find any evidence of that. I haven't seen any stories talking about that. It's not on the Algorand Foundation webpage. I did reach out to the Algorand Foundation's Twitter account to ask what kind of vetting they do for these grants, and I did not receive a reply. And I think that's something that they don't have it anywhere. As far as I can tell, unless I missed it, I haven't seen anything about the vetting on their website. I scoured it myself. I've tried looking it up. I tried Googling it. I just don't find anything that talks about how they vet it. So I don't want to say definitively that Anirand got a foundation grant. People said that they did. I can't find any evidence of that. So we have those red flags so far. We have particularly that the audit is coming after the token launch and after the platform launch. I've heard it's really expensive, someone said in the chat. I don't know anything about that, fair enough. And I don't really care, to be honest. That's not my point. So this is on one, I'm gonna scroll up just to show you. This is on a post from April 15th. And the comments are, nice project. Hopefully I'll get on the wait list. See you on there. Very much good for a project for everyone. I hope it will be a game changer. I'm so bullish about the project. Check it out. Super project, reliable team. Okay, let's just stop right there. First off, we don't know what the project is. We have a rough idea of what it will be. It's basically an incubator, but you have no idea. How can it be a super project? And I just looked through some other, just for reference, I looked through a couple other projects that aren't out yet. Nobody's saying these kinds of things. Super project, reliable team. Okay, we don't know who the team is. How can they be reliable? They haven't done anything to prove that. Another good project, a project like no other. Awesome project. It's all project. Starting to see a pattern here. This is red flag number 3. Here, this person has 21 followers, following 385, which tells you what? There's a bunch of these here, right? It means they're accounts that were created very quickly, followed a whole bunch of people, and a few people followed them back. I'm not saying for sure these are fake accounts, but they don't seem, the name is Don Black, but this is totally different. And then there's like a girl picture. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. This person, nice project. It just goes on. I'll scroll all the way down. All right, we'll stop here. Well, all in, LFG. Someone looked like a crypto address. I wouldn't do that. I'm done. Good luck, everyone. I'm done with what? Lovely, good project, good. I mean, come on, nice project. There's no way these are real, okay? These gotta be bots, all right? And I will tell you that let's see where I'm at, Algo launch. And here, just to be fair, I will scroll, I can never see that. By the way, I kind of hate this web design of where you can't see the scroll bar. This is really, I just find this annoying. All right, I'm just gonna scroll up. Yada, yada, I'm looking, okay, I'm gonna stop here. Hello all, hello guys, who knows, let's go. Hi, and conquer the algo. Is there a potential algo project there? Lots. Hi, please share some projects. You'll have to wait for announcements. Let's see, thank you. Let's take this project to the moon, guys. Yeah, yep, Bodhi, Jan, hi, hello. Suit fan, how are you doing? Everyone here. What's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, your voice is Delco. What? I don't even know. So I don't know. Some of these might be real, but most of them look. These don't look like real comments. Okay, they really don't. I mean, it looks like strong project. I'm really bullish on Algorand chain. Very nice characters on the top of the what? Top of the chain. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Also listing in FTX. So, okay, so some of these I think are real. So this is not quite as bad as the other ones, but let's just move over to, so here's Gala Games. Wait, here's Gala Games, and this is their Discord. You can see that people are actually having like a real conversation here. You know, so I just want to be clear. The reason I point this out is because there's actual conversation going on here and not just like what looks like mostly spam or bot accounts. Am I necessarily saying the project is a scam? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I'd be really cautious. You might not want to be in the early on this. I probably won't, frankly. And it's not to pick on Algorand. I don't know much about them other than what I can see online, but I see a number of red flags. So the point of this is to show you red flags, to give you an idea where you should be cautious. So let's review the list because I think this is really important. You know, one, is there a project live now? And again, with Algo Launch, the answer is no. And we could say that for Cosmic Champs as well. I just did a video on them. I'm going to have them on the channel in probably a couple of weeks. And I'm not, just to be crystal clear on this, what you want to do, don't look for one red flag, look for multiple red flags. Anirand had multiple red flags. Misspellings on the website. Again, not in and of itself a big deal. There's people developing this stuff from all over the world. English isn't always their first language. I think if you're going to build a really expensive crypto project, you probably should hire somebody to edit your website, but this can be kind of the Wild West frontier. So you got to be mindful of that, but it's like, it's one thing to add to your bucket. Okay, so misspellings in the website, lack of doxing, that's big for me. If they're not willing to put themselves out there, and you know what I think the foundation should do, they should either require doxing or require verification that the foundation has their wallet addresses and like knows a bunch of information. So maybe, okay, maybe you have a job and you're working on this crypto project on the side. You don't want your bosses to Google it and find out. Okay, that's legit. I get that. There's reasons why a team might not want to dox themselves, but where the foundation could come in, or maybe one of these launch pads, if they, you know, launch and become legit and everything, maybe they can verify that information and provide, hey, we verified it. We know it's true. We've got their stuff. It's, if they rug pull, it's going to go right to the FBI. I think that'd be a good strategy to take. So I know that's kind of a centralized argument, but they have to put some kind of stake. And I think their wallets, there should be a way to lock up. This is the other thing I was saying before. I actually said this on Twitter and people seem to like it. Like, what if there was a mechanism where in order to do one of these crypto projects, you have to lock your team's crypto into an account? And I don't know, maybe there's some mechanism where you can slowly get it dripped back to you, but there should be sort of like a crypto escrow for project founders so they can't just rug pull. Like, you know, this is protecting the consumer. I think that's really important. This is the stuff that if the government was actually knowledgeable about crypto, they'd be pushing for. So lack of doxing, that's a big one. Spammy comments like this, that's a big red flag for me too. That just makes me think that they're trying to up the perception that something is going on. I wish I could go back to Anirand, see if that happened with them. I just really didn't follow them that closely, to be honest, because my general thought is, if you're going to invest in something before the project is actually live, you do so cautiously and kind of consider it gambling, because it's really high risk, as we've seen with Anirand. So I bought, like I said, I bought 16 cents worth of tokens. And so I'm not that worried about it. It's not a lot of money, but I felt bad for the people that did get scammed by it. So those are red flags. Now normally green flags, I would consider foundation support a green flag, but I'm a little concerned that they don't talk about their vetting process. They should be more open about that. And that's something I'd like to see going forward. Let's see. I think those are three of the big red flags. And then lack of specificity. Wow. Lack of specificity. Did I still say that wrong? Words aren't talking ain't so good for me today. Yeah, when you don't see specifics on a project, that makes me nervous, especially like algo launch. And you see this is really common in crypto, and so it's not always a ding, but I consider that that's the number 4 red flag. That's the lack of specifics. And so, and then, with algo launch, I don't know if there's I don't know if we can make this into a generalizable one, but because with them, it's like the audit is coming before or after the thing goes live. That makes me a little nervous. I'm not sure how the other ones did it though, so I honestly don't know. Some people pointed that out. I think that's worth considering. Again, I've heard it's very expensive, but you're making a crypto project, and you should probably have that money locked in. I don't know. I'm gonna punt on that one, to be honest. So we'll save those four like major red flags that you should look for in crypto projects. So you definitely have to be careful with these newer projects. You're taking a risk, and you have to acknowledge that risk. And that doesn't mean you don't do it. It's all up to your risk tolerance, what you feel comfortable with, and you go from there. So that's what I'm going to say. I hope you guys got something out of this video. What are some red flags that maybe I missed that you think are important, or which were the red flags that I mentioned do you think is the most important? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this project. Did you guys see these red flags too? Am I way off base? Let me know. Again, Frugal BC, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the future.